What's up, you guys? It's Molly. I'm here today to just chat about some stuff and do my makeup. A chatty get ready with me, if you will. I have today off work. It is Indigenous Peoples Day, formerly known as Columbus Day, and I am really looking forward to just having the day to myself, fully to myself. My youngest is at daycare, and I'm sitting down. I'm playing with makeup, talking to you guys. I've done some shopping. We'll get into it in the video, but the products that I'm using are the products that I chose for my Shop My Stash. So if you want to see some of those products in action, see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, to start things out, I am priming my lids with the Ulta Beauty eye primer. I thoroughly enjoy this one. I feel like it's a really great option if you, like, I don't know, don't want to spend too much. I feel like it's, man, actually, you know what? I feel like it might be $12. I was thinking it was $8, but I don't think that's right. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's still cheaper than some of the other ones on the market, and I feel like it works well. Okay, and I just realized I didn't clean off my brushes, so I'm gonna do that really quick. But I figured I would just kind of chat with you guys about what's going on this week, today, life in general. I don't know. You know how it goes. I don't usually have a plan. I just kind of get in front of the camera, do my makeup, and talk. But today is a good day. Today is Indigenous Peoples Day. It's a federal holiday. Used to be Columbus Day. However, I believe it was officially switched over to Indigenous Peoples Day a few years ago now. But I have the day off, and that makes me really happy. So one of the things that I love about the company that I work for is we get like every federal holiday off. I think. Yeah, no, we don't get Arbor Day off. That's like the one that we don't, which is silly because we live in Nebraska where Arbor Day was like started, but whatever. I should email my boss. But, for today's look, I probably mentioned this in the intro. I'm going to be using some of the products from my Shop My Stash. Not all of them because I doubled up in some categories, but you know. And for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Nomad Haunted Europe palette. So I just got a text from my daycare provider, and she has like some health complications and is having a bit of a flare-up and is needing to go in for some testing tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what of that I'm gonna cut out, but that's what that like interruption was. And it makes me sad because like that sucks. It sucks to have health issues, right? Like most of us have experienced something, and it's stressful. Or we know someone who's experienced something. Okay, so as I was saying, Nomad Haunted Europe, this is the palette. This is is this the main palette that I pulled in? I feel like it was. I feel like I pulled in this. I cut my singles in. But I want to do some mattes from here, and then I want to use a little Quirky from ColourPop. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So I'm going to let you guys know what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to do it and talk while I'm doing it. So this isn't a tutorial. It's just like maybe use it as inspiration. I don't know. So I'm going to use Ghost River here, this shade. Is that confusing? I'm going to use Ghost River, this shade here, as my transition shade. I'll deepen up, deepen up the outer V with this really beautiful, it's like a plummy brown. I think it's the shade Count Dracula. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. Oh, I was thinking Count Chocula. Never mind. Count Dracula should be like a blood red, but it's not. Yeah, so never mind. Forget I said anything. And I think actually that might be it. Yeah, that's probably it. If I do anything more, I'll let you know. But anyway, so me having today off, I am going to be able to do so much. It's actually 11:57. Oh my God, I have to get going. The only thing that I have to do today is I have to take our cat Bananas to the vet. He's an orange tabby named Bananas, and I have always loved that. I did not. I can't take credit for naming him. That would have been, he was like my husband's ex-fiance's cat. And when they split, she didn't want him. He's a wonderful cat. Like probably the best cat I've ever met. Like he is super, super sweet. Yeah. He's one of those cats that just loves love. He has some quirks. He loves to sit behind me and he'll grab like a mouthful of my hair and just like tug it. He loves doing that. He is always like rubbing his head on us and, you know, which is cat speak for I love you. He is very, very affectionate. And kind of has this like sense about him. Every time I was pregnant, since I've met my husband. So for those of you who are new here and don't know me, I have a 12-year-old from a previous relationship, and my husband and I have been married since 2017, had some infertility issues, and then had a hard time staying pregnant. We had a couple of losses. So I've been pregnant 3 times since meeting my husband, and every single time that I was pregnant, Bananas knew. Like he knew before I would miss my period. And I say that because like normally when he's snuggling with you, he like, I'll be sitting and he'll just come and like snuggle up on my chest. But every time I was pregnant, he would move his position and snuggle up and like nuzzle his head into my lower abdomen. Maybe it was coincidence, but he like never sleeps like that. That is not where he likes to lay unless I'm pregnant. So I don't know, but yeah, he's a good cat. Anyway, have to take him in. He's also really old, and I have to take him in to check on his thyroid. He has hyperthyroidism, so he's on medication. We were doing pills, but I don't know if you've ever had to pill a cat. It is not fun. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend it whatsoever. He was miserable. I mean, oh, poor kitty. So we switched to this cream that you rub in his ears, and I don't know. I like it a lot better as far as application goes. He seems to tolerate it better, so that's good. Today we just need to go check and see where his levels are at so that we know what dose he needs to be on. But it's kind of frustrating. So he's been on meds for probably a year now. Prior to that, he had evidently been diagnosed with hyperthyroidism, and nobody at the vet told us. Like, we took him in for just his annual checkup. We had him do like a whole blood work panel. Didn't expect to have anything come back, but when you have senior pets, like it's important to do that. And sure enough, his blood work showed that he had hyperthyroidism, and somebody dropped the ball somewhere because we didn't find out about it until a year later when we went in for his next checkup, and they're like, how's his medication going? And we're like, excuse me? What medication? So that was that was great. The vet that we had seen that time, like when no one called us to tell us, he doesn't work there anymore. Not because of us. We didn't complain. I mean, we were just like kind of gobsmacked when they told us, and they were like, yeah, that vet's no longer with us. I was like, oh, that's, maybe this is why. I don't know. Call me crazy. But anyway, so I'm hopeful that he's doing better. I took him probably a month ago now, and he had actually lost weight again and wasn't doing great. And I don't know, like there's some other treatments that you can do besides medication, but this cat is so old, and the question is, we don't want to put him through more than he needs to. Like if he's happy and like skinny and looking kind of rough, but he's happy. I'd much rather have a happy cat than a cat that was like going through some terrible treatment and not happy. So I don't know. I'll get some more information today about what our options are, and we'll go from there. We also don't want to, I mean, as much as I love him, we also have to be realistic. Like, he's 17, 18, 19. I don't know how old he is. He is old. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to like throw thousands of dollars into a treatment for it to just like, you know, something else to take him a year from now. It's morbid, but it's true. I actually had one of my old cats from when I was a kid. He had hyperthyroidism, and when I was in college, I paid like, back then it was only $800 to do this like iodine treatment. Paid for that, but that was like a lot of money back then, especially for a struggling college student. But anyways, we did that, worked great. He was feeling great, and then like 6 months later, we had to put him down because he had cancer. So, you know, I don't know. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. That's the only thing that I have to do. This morning, I went to Kohl's to get my toddler a robe. He, bless his heart, he is very opinionated and he's very particular about how I look and what I do and what I wear. I'm hoping it's just a quirk. I don't know. We'll see. But like all summer, I could not put my hair in a ponytail without him throwing a tantrum, because like I said, he's very, very particular about how I look and what I do. And to this day, if I put my hair up, sometimes he's okay with it, but most of the time he's got something to say about it. Now, I was looking forward to cooler weather so that I could just kind of like be comfortable. I could have my hair down, no big deal. It wouldn't affect me whatsoever. Well, now his thing is I can't wear a jacket in the house. So if I'm cold, and we are the type of people that we keep our heat, I mean, relatively low, not low, but you know, you're gonna want a hoodie probably, or a robe or something like that. Because we'll bundle up, right? So he does not want me to wear a robe. He does not want me to wear a hoodie. And I'm not okay with that. So I'm getting him, or I went to Kohl's and I got him his own hoodie. No, scratch that, robe. Which I had shown him a picture of it on the website. And he immediately was like, is this for me? So I think he'll be really excited. I was just gonna order it, but I realized I could just get it in store locally. And so I did. But anyway, I found a couple of other things for myself. I almost got a head start on Christmas shopping. They have this Lego set that my oldest wanted, and there was a coupon for like $10 off 50. But of course, their coupons, like Kohl's, I remember when it used to be, you could go there and like if you had a 30% off coupon, it was gonna work for pretty much anything. That is not the case. They wised up and realized, oh wait, we're losing money doing this. So, oh no. I just realized I wasn't wearing my mic. So if there's a difference in the sound between the beginning of the video and now, I apologize. But anyway, I am gonna deepen up, I think, my outer V a little bit. I'm just gonna, I don't know, that shade from the Nomad palette is really pretty, but it isn't working all that well. So I'm just using my Tartelette In Bloom palette and using one of the shades from there to do this. No big deal. So anyways, I went to Kohl's, I got him a robe, found myself a couple of tops. Almost bought a Lego set, didn't. Good story, I know. But I am, and then I went over to Home Goods because it's like right there. I've never purchased anything from Home Goods, but today I did. I've been super into pumpkins lately, like kind of obnoxiously so. I don't like, I just kind of embracing my basic witch. Yo, it's annoying. Sorry, dudes. Hold up, I forgot. I need to use this primer. I've been trying this, I'm not sure about it, the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. But when it says high adherence, like I expect like it to do something. I don't know that it is though. So yeah, but anyway, so I went to Home Goods. I had gone into that store once before. We've had a Home Goods for years. But I don't know. It's like, I don't want to. I figured it was probably gonna, I don't know. There's something about that business model that overwhelms me. And I knew that it would. Because I'm the type of like when I go shopping, I like to look and be able to say, I like this item. If I really decide, like I'm gonna go home and think about it, I like to be able to like have time to think if I want it. But with stores like TJ Maxx and Home Goods and Marshalls and all of that, like if you see something that you like, you better pick it up because it's not gonna be there. That's just, they don't keep inventory around for long. So, and that stresses me out. So I just was kind of not doing it. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And I don't know. I say that, but then I am also going to let you know, I had a wonderful experience there today. I wanted to get some things to kind of dress our table for nice dinners. Not that we don't host ever. But it was, I like the idea of having like a curated sort of decor theme or, I don't know, just, I want to be Martha Stewart, right? Like is that too much to ask? So I found a couple of candlesticks and a glass pumpkin that I was kind of excited about. And I also found a picture to do the ghost painting trend with. Oh, here, I'm just going to show it to you guys. Hang on. Oh. Okay, so then I found this picture. I hope it's in frame. I don't know. But I'm going to paint little ghosts in there, a la the TikTok trend. Although I haven't seen it on TikTok. I've seen it on Instagram, but I know that all of the reels originate from TikTok, essentially. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But anyway, it was nice to get to go shopping just myself and not have a toddler with me. Because the other thing about my toddler, again, I said he was very opinionated, and he thinks he's kind of the boss. When we go shopping together, for context, I am the type of shopper where I'm touching everything. Like anything that catches my eye, I have to touch it. I just do. I have to pick it up. I have to look at it. And it has annoyed people in the past. I don't know that it annoys anyone currently, or if it does, they're gracious enough to not say anything because it's not going to change. It's just how I am. But without fail, if I take my youngest shopping, he's like, put that down. That's not yours. And I can't just be myself. It's not quite as exciting of an experience. Now, obviously, I'm still picking things up when he's with me. It's just nice to be able to do it without somebody having something to say about it. He's a funny kid. My oldest is a lot like I am, though. Like, we like to shop. We thoroughly enjoy it. So, but I think I wanted to go to Aldi and Walmart as well, but I'm all shopped out. Like, an hour and a half was all I had in me. Now I've got my pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. It's my first one of the season. Probably my only one because like I like them, but I don't love them. And I think after the vet, I'm gonna come home and maybe paint some ghosts into this picture. I should paint a ghost cow. There's cows in the picture. That would be kind of cute. But anyways, maybe paint some ghosts in the picture. Probably watch You. I'm catching up on season 4, which I know is like way after the fact. Like way after the fact. Listen, I don't have a lot of time to watch television. I could in the mornings, but I try to read in the mornings or work out. And when I work out, I oftentimes watch like beauty YouTube. That's my time to do that. And so it just doesn't work that well for me to watch television. And at night, I am exhausted. I'm the one who's putting our youngest to bed every single night. Because he is a mama's boy, which is super sweet. And like, I say that as not like a derogatory thing. That's just, he's so sweet. Also, have I been talking about what I've been using? I don't know. This is the Makeup by Mario cream bronzer. It's really nice. I like it quite a bit. And then I'm going to set that with the Ofra Samantha March bronzer duo. Anyway, I enjoy watching shows. There's a lot of shows that I really like. It's just a matter of finding the time to do it, that I'm struggling with. So I'm going to catch up on You. And I don't know what else. And pick my youngest up from daycare. I feel a little guilty that he's at daycare and I'm just home doing my own thing, but like not guilty enough to do anything different. Moms need a break. Like, and this is a mom break day every year. Indigenous Peoples Day and Veterans Day. Those are my days. And Juneteenth. Yeah. All the like not major holidays, I send him to daycare and it's lovely. I get to just do whatever the heck I want. I might also read. I am reading a book right now. It's called Tender is the Flesh. It's real disturbing. I enjoy reading spooky books. But this one, it's making my stomach turn, to be honest. Like it's rough. I'm stuttering. It's so rough. The basic premise of the book, and it was recommended on Book Talk. I don't know, Instagram just knows me really well. They've really been doing a bang up job with their algorithm lately. But so, essentially it's like a post-apocalyptic, what's that word? Dystopian novel. About humanity. Sorry, I'm struggling here. It's a dystopian novel that takes place like at some point in the future or now, it doesn't really say, but essentially there's this deadly virus that is infecting or has infected all of the animals, all the livestock and domestic animals, and I think probably wild animals, although I can't remember if they explain that in the book. And so instead of eating that meat, humans start eating each other. Like cannibalism becomes legal and it's treated much the same as livestock is today. So that it's a oh, it's a hard read. And I honestly, like, I'm having a hard time picking it up or wanting to pick it up because it's just, whoa. But I'm very curious about it, so I am. This has a bronzer in it. Sorry. I'm really curious about what happens in it, so I'm going to continue to read it. I'll get through it. One way or another, it's going to happen. Okay, highlighter is this Ofra Star Island highlighter. I think this is really pretty. I think it's really pretty. Okay, good. I'm gonna keep track of my time because I have to take my cat. And his appointment is at like 1 o'clock. Not like 1 o'clock, it's at 1 o'clock. And I don't want to be late. Okay, for brows, I am not doing anything new. I'm just going to be using one of the shades in this Tartelette in Bloom palette. So I was just brushed through with my spoolie, and then I fill them in with a powder. I've also been somewhat busy with makeup artistry jobs this month. When I say somewhat busy, I mean like normally I don't really book anybody. Like I don't know. It's not my main gig, and I just kind of do it for fun here and there. This month I have 2 for sure. Did one on Saturday for a bride, and I've got one on the 21st and potentially one this Saturday if this lady responds, which is super annoying. Like, don't reach out to an artist and then like not respond. I responded to her message immediately. Well, maybe like it maybe an hour later, so not immediate, but still. It's just things that make me feel a little bit annoyed. But I am struggling. Where's my stuff? Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do lower lash line. But anyways, so that's been really nice to have that, those opportunities. The wedding I did on Saturday was really fun. The bride is a self-proclaimed nerd. And I was a little bit nervous going into it because she didn't do a trial. I had never met her. Her aunt actually booked me, and I did get the bride's number ahead of time to like just message her and make sure that it was legitimate and she, everything was good, see what she was wanting. So she sent me these photos of like colorful blue all over the lid like makeup looks, which is for sure in my wheelhouse and I'm perfectly capable of doing. But she also said that she like didn't usually wear a lot of makeup, and so I was just really nervous that she was going to hate it. But I was able to recreate the look that she sent me. She loved it. She was super excited about it. I mentioned the fact that she is a self-proclaimed nerd because they, instead of a ring bearer, they had a robot that they built that was going to be the ring bearer. And I think that is so fun. She was great. I really enjoyed working with her. The reason she wanted a blue look was because they were doing like a space themed wedding. So yeah, it was super unusual. That's generally not what most brides are doing, right? Like, and there's something about that I really, really appreciate. Somebody who is not afraid to just like be themselves and have their wedding be what they want it to be, regardless of like what weddings are typically like. So I think it's fun just to bring different elements of your like personality and yourself into your big day. So even if it's not traditional, right? Like obviously blue eyeshadow is not part of traditional wedding makeup, but she looked gorgeous, dare I say, and was a lot of fun to work with. So yeah, I had a good time. And it's just nice to get to use my skills. I really love being a part of people's weddings. They're just fun. Everyone's in a good mood, usually, you know? Yeah, it's just, I like it. I like weddings. Okay, my lips are a little bit dry, and I might regret this, but I am going to use the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip. I know, it's so old. I used it the other night. Last night, we had a wedding to go to last night for one of my husband's former employees. And I wore this to the wedding, and like, it doesn't smell bad. It's performing really well. I will say, like, I am going to blot it because this is such an opaque, like, and pigmented formula. But it, oh, I gotta stop talking and just do my lips. Hang on. It's such a good color for fall. Now, I messed up on this lip line a little bit, but I'm not really all that worried about it. I think it's meh. I don't know. Is it noticeable? Maybe a little. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look. I love this. I think the lip pairs well with the eyes, and it's like a nice bold fall lip, and I am here for it. So I don't have anything else. I'm gonna go take my cat to the vet, come back, watch some shows, and I should probably clean a little bit, I suppose. I'll do that. It'll be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go have a great day, and I hope that you do the same. If you enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.